I'm making golden roasted Cornish hens. So the first thing I'm going to do is make cornbread stuffing for the Cornish hens. So I have a half stick of unsalted butter, it's 4 tablespoons, and 1 cup of chopped onion. It's about half of a large yellow onion. And I'm just going to cook it for a few minutes until the onions are translucent. And the next thing I need is 1 stalk of celery. I'm just going to dice it. I'm going to add the celery to the onions and butter so they cook just a little bit. Put it into the onion. Half a cup of chicken stock. Cornbread stuffing is really a classic Thanksgiving thing. I like really simple ones, but you can always add sausage or chestnuts, whatever you like. The hard part here is scaling it down so that I can make enough for 2 Cornish hens. So I'm just guessing I need about 2.5 cups of cornbread crumbs. Okay, so the cornbread's all crumbled up. I'm going to add the celery and onions, chicken stock, right to the bowl. Okay, let's see. Maybe a little parsley would be good in this. And maybe a little salt and pepper to taste. Stir it up. Make sure the cornbread absorbs all the butter and onions and parsley, all the flavor. Okay, time to stuff these guys. So these are 2 Cornish hens, and I put them on a bed of onions so the onions cook with the Cornish hens. And fill each one. Cornish hens are really like little chickens, so they cook the same way, but in less time. These guys take about 35 to 40 minutes to cook. I'm going to tie their little legs together. The whole point of tying these things together is to make sure everything's very tight and it cooks evenly. And then just tuck the little wings underneath so that they stay tight. Okay, and then in order for them to brown, you want the outside to be very dry, so a little paper towel. And you can put a little bit of butter or olive oil on the outside. It really helps it brown nicely and keeps it moist. A little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, I'm going to roast these 425 for about 35 to 40 minutes until they're brown on the outside and juicy and tender inside. Oh, they smell wonderful, and a nice bed of onions. So I'm just going to test it to see if it's done. If you cut between the leg and the thigh and the juices run clear, it's done and it's perfect. So I'm just going to cover it with aluminum foil for about 15 minutes. It retains all the heat and it brings the juices and the flavors right back into the Cornish hens. Keeps it nice and warm for dinner. Oh, gorgeous little Cornish hens. And a little bit of onions. And you won't believe how delicious they are.